Welcome to the Ryzen Hypertrain. My channel suits best budget-minded builders, mainly because I have a limited budget myself. So I'd like to discuss Ryzen from a budget purely perspective. Should you just go ahead and buy Ryzen right now? No. I won't go deep into the merits of the AMD CPU from a purely technical standpoint, for mainly two reasons. First, I don't have one. And second, the situation is still a little bit too confusing to have a very solid technical opinion about them. To give you an idea of the amount of information available on Ryzen, I created a playlist that is linked in the description below to show you the main videos you should actually look like to get an idea around Ryzen CPU. You may want to consider to watch those videos if you didn't watch it yourself already and come back to this one. I will also provide links to reviews on the most respected tech reviewers' websites, and still I believe even if you will get the time to read everything about it, you will still be pretty confused about how good of a deal Ryzen actually is. First of all, AMD released only one of the three series which will be available for Ryzen, and the series that has been just released by AMD is the Series 7, which is the enthusiast series of the CPU. Usually the CPUs are not the best bang for the money, and they're best utilized for productivity rather than gaming itself. AMD CPUs are shining on multi-threaded operation, which usually is not crucial for gaming. Yes, you can get 8 cores for only $500 thanks to the new AMD Ryzen CPUs compared to $1,000 with Intel i7. However, this type of CPU should not consider for gaming at all in the first place. The king of price for performance is still the i5. And that's why it will be crucial to see what AMD will release with the Series 654, which are aimed to high performance and not the enthusiast level. Another important factor is motherboards. AMD offers 3 different types of chipsets, but still the offering of motherboards, although respectable for being just a launch, is still limited compared to what you can find on the Intel side. Don't get me wrong, I'm really excited about Ryzen, and I believe it was about time to have Intel to worry a little bit about the competition. But still, it's too early to seriously consider Ryzen. We need then to wait really for the mid-end versions of the AMD Ryzen CPUs, and this will as well help to wait for motherboards manufacturer to come out with new form factors and more pricing options. What if, however, you are still considering an AMD Ryzen CPU, given you are making a build that is not specific towards gaming but productivity as well? As we said, multi-thread performance of the Ryzen CPU is absolutely great, and with half of the price you can get 8 cores. However, don't forget to look at the big pictures and don't just get stuck to the tech specs and benchmarks. For example, one big thing missing from AMD motherboards at the moment is Thunderbolt 3. It's not excluded that Intel will allow the motherboard manufacturer to license Thunderbolt 3 for AMD motherboard, but at the moment, if you rely on any peripheral using Thunderbolt 3, you will be out of luck with a build based on Ryzen. And what if, for example, you rely as well on virtualization? AMD Ryzen offers solutions similar to VTD from Intel and should be possible to perform PCI pass-through on AMD Ryzen CPUs. However, we will need to wait for the host operating system to fully support Ryzen, and as well your virtualization stack should be fully optimized to take advantage of the silicon that you're going to install in your computer. So, if you are budget conscious and absolutely you need 8 cores, then AMD Ryzen may be the answer for you at the moment. But if you're just looking for a gaming build, I will still look around for a i5 build, unless you can afford to wait to see AMD release the high speed version of the chips, not the enthusiast level, and see at that stage how the market is at. Although I'll try to simplify as much as possible the situation on Ryzen, you may still be confused about it. And that's fair enough, the situation is confusing at the moment. It's simply too early to fully understand the potential of AMD Ryzen. So let the early adopters and the reviewers spend the money on AMD Ryzens and test it for you before to jump on the AMD Ryzen train. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and like and subscribe for more of this video. Thank you guys.